likes of that. Of
good shot
already.
there. Good shot there. Oh!
Beautiful shot there. I told you.
Beautiful.
I told you this kid is dangerous. Like his style or not, he will knock you out. And he's in big, big trouble.
The vast majority of Tate's wins came against fighters with losing records or barely any professional experience. He was carefully matched against opponents he was guaranteed to beat. This is a common practice in combat sports for building up prospects. But Tate wasn't a prospect. He was presenting himself as a world champion fighting elite competition. When researchers started digging into his opponent's records, they found fighters with records like 312, 215, guys who were essentially professional losers brought in to pad someone else's resume. Some of his opponents had never won a professional fight before facing Tate. Even more damning, many of Tate's fights took place in small regional shows in Romania and Eastern Europe, not on major kickboxing cards. These weren't televised events. There's barely any footage of most of his career, and the footage that does exist shows a technically mediocre fighter who was decent but nowhere near world class. Let's talk about the fights that actually mattered. In 2012, Tate fought Francie Grage in the Infusion tournament. Infusion is a legitimate kickboxing organization with real talent. Grage knocked Tate out. It wasn't competitive. Tate got starched. That same year, Tate fought Sahak Parparian for the It's Showtime 85 Max Championship. It's Showtime was a major kickboxing promotion at the time. Tate lost by unanimous decision. He wasn't even in the same league. Then in 2016, Tate came out of retirement to fight Ibrahim El Bustati for an actual world title. This was supposed to be his big moment, his chance to prove he belonged among elite fighters. He got stopped in the first round with an eye injury. Some people question whether the injury was legitimate or if Tate was looking for a way out after getting dominated.
Andrew, you're holding your hand in front of your eye. What the hell happened?
I had surgery on this eye 6 or 7 years ago, and it's something which I'll announce now because I think I'm at the end of my career. The main reason I don't fight with my hands up is because I have very bad eyes, and even if I take a punch on the gloves, it damages my eyes. I had surgery on my eyes. My retina's detached many times. I have bad eyes. I'm at this stage of my life now where my eyesight is worth more than a belt. When I was 21, 22, maybe I would fight anyway. I'm 30 years old now. My eye is fucked. I don't know what happened. Ibrahim is the new champion, and I congratulate him. I don't feel like I lost. I know it sounds stupid, but I don't feel like I lost. I wasn't beaten up. I wasn't beaten.
No,
he didn't beat me. It was just one of those things that happens in life, and either I can decide to come fight him again and take the belt off him, or I can decide not to, and that's something I need to think about. But right now, I need to just sort my eye out. But
El Bustati himself said years later that Tate was already losing badly when the fight was stopped, and that Tate's eye injury claim was suspicious. He suggested Tate use the injury as an excuse to protect his reputation. This is the pattern. When Tate fought hand-picked opponents in small organizations, he won. When he stepped up against real competition in legitimate organizations, he got beaten every single time. Fast forward to 2025. Tate announced his big return to combat sports. He talked about how he was going to show everyone he still had it. Then he stepped in the ring with Chase DeMoor, a younger fighter who was more active but not considered elite level. And Tate got absolutely embarrassed. He looked slow, out of shape, and completely outmatched. The technical skills he claimed to have were nowhere to be seen. After years of talking about being this legendary champion, Tate looked like an amateur against a mid-level opponent. Video breakdowns emerged showing the level of competition he actually faced. Records were examined, opponents were researched, and the conclusion was undeniable. Andrew Tate was never a legitimate world champion. He was a regional level fighter who carefully curated his record and then branded himself as elite. But if the championship claim is fake, what else is fake? If he lied about being a world-class fighter, why should anyone believe his claims about being a billionaire? Why should anyone trust his business advice when his primary credential was fabricated? This is the foundation of Tate's credibility, and it's built on sand. He marketed himself as someone who had conquered the highest levels of combat sports. But the reality is, he fought carefully selected opponents in obscure organizations and avoided real competition whenever possible.
I'm ready to kill. I don't do this for fun. This is not a sport to me. I don't enjoy it. I hate training. I hate fighting. This is I was born for this. I have no choice. I'm in there to kill. That's it. Pain. That's all I know.
What about your last fight tonight? What's going to happen?
I don't care. Put someone in front of me. Put someone in front of me. That's all I have to say.